I'll say it again. You like to go where everybody knows your name. And I'm always glad you came. I'm getting the most out of this Labor Day weekend in Sagittarius moon. Trying to get that walk in because your health is your wealth. And that's it. Sometimes I rhyme, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I walk. But ran into George. They saw a turkey. Down there. I'm looking for deer. Or whatever I can see. Wait a minute. Let me cleansing the lens. Maybe I'll catch that crawdad. That crayfish again. That was a big one too. I didn't know that they get that big. Like a little lobster. Well, it's big for a crayfish. Crawdad, crayfish, same thing. Crustaceans. I'm all patchouled up because mosquitoes out here are rough and tough and love my blood. These little bloodsuckers ain't got no love. Like some people, you know. Speaking of which, let's talk about that. So, just to be clearly aware and let you know that I am aware. Or, you know what, you're going to know what you know and think what you think and do what you do. But let me ask you something. How are you guys doing, seriously, on YouTube? I mean, how are those numbers turning into money for you? Are you really making that type of money? Do you find your money getting a little funny? Do you find your streams getting a little funny? Do you realize that this whole industry, this whole system is rigged? Now, maybe I'm not supposed to tell you that, Ish. However, I'm trying to mind my biz, but people came for me. People in the entertainment industry, people in the religious industry, people in the political industry. People just don't want me to live. So I said, you know what? Okay, if this is a game where you want to take me out, okay, I'm going to take you out instead. You got me on my soldier game today. I am not FBI, FED, and CIA, but if I was, bitch, you caught. I cannot be bought by bullshit. So it's that. So I know one time before, I think it was like, we used to call it, you know, Beyonce's Twitter or maybe Beyonce's YouTube or whatever it be. And some of you got these cards like you trying to live Beyonce goals, but Beyonce don't mean shit to me. Now, let me tell you something. I'm not going to not give credit to the girl for doing her thing, but that is not my queen. Will never be my queen. And Jay-Z will never be my king. He runs everything like a gang. He runs the industry. He runs his whole compilation, his whole situation like a gang. He's got that mentality. That New York mentality is not just a New York mentality. He's got that Marcy Project mentality. And you have certain people in the industry who literally allow that to happen because they know that that will always keep a black man down. You think Jay-Z is sound, but is he really sound? You think that he owns so much, but do you ever think that he's a puppet too? It's these puppet masters who do what they do, and they don't have a clue. I don't know why. Like, you've seen it happen to Richard Pryor. You've seen it happen to Red Fox. You've seen it happen to Michael Jackson. You've seen it happen to Prince. You don't think Jay-Z is going to die in a horrible way? Beyonce, too. Bitch, you're the new Whitney, okay? See, one thing about this whole magical witchcraft, bitchcraft, whatever you do, I know witches from the old school. So when you start telling me about, well, you know, the Kardashians, they're from the old country, like Storm Monroe used to say, well, bitch, I'm from the oldest country, okay? Don't let me get in this game to play. Don't let me figure out that you're only trying to really kill me. It took me like a couple of years. It took me like, yeah, it had to be the coffee. Me, but coffee. It's the energy. It's therapy, but I'm making sense. But you say I'm not. You say I'm Delulu. I'm Delulu. But I'm out here to improve. You all in these YouTube cards, just flipping cards. That's what you do. All day long, you flipping cards. How's that working for you? Why don't you get out of that box and live a real life? Do you actually work for a living, or you wait for somebody to pay your money, right? You trying to be bougie witch, enlightened witch, savage uncle, whatever it be. I'm not knocking anybody and what they do, but it's when you all came from me, and you kept coming for me, and you kept coming for me, and I warned you, and I warned you, and I warned you again. You don't want to play this game with me, my friend. You didn't know. Now you got Saturn, Jupiter, and all the planets and the angels and demons kicking your ass. Couldn't be me, though. No, couldn't be Val. And you all just laugh. Now look who has the last laugh. Hello, Lilith. Anyway, boom, Lilith. Dr. Boom, Lilith. See, the thing about it is, some of you, right off the bat, you looked at a person's hue. At least you looked at me at my hue, which is something you should never do. Wasn't Hugh a robot in something? Why does that name remind me of a robot in some movie? By the way, are you all on Roku? That's another thing. Child, I had to cut my finances down. You know what I mean? I had to cut, and more cut, and more cut. Because mama got to eat. And see, and that was the thing. You all came for my food. You came for the food that I was serving on my plate. You all up here like popping bottles and living large and eating lobster and stuff. I don't even eat lobster. I mean, I don't. Now, shrimp and grits I love, but you know what? Actually, technically, shouldn't be eating bottom feeders. So that's why I don't do catfish. And I don't do catfish. And people eat. Oh, wow, I see you, baby. Mommy's is therapy. Mommy's getting my attention now. See the little... While we're talking about this bullshit out here, this is therapy. I'm just saying, when you all start talking about, you know, this is my Beyonce card, this is my Jay-Z card, this whatever, you know, whatever it is, I see your goals. I see your goals. I see how you want to live. Y'all buy into that ish. So you want to be like this. Beyonce, is that her real hair? Is that her real hair? She can say this, but is that her real hair? Do you look at Blue Ivy? Do you even care? Do you realize that that child is a slut, a hoe, and everything else? But it's just what? You really want your daughter to grow up like Beyonce? Then yo, you go ahead to the other side of the room, to the other class, to the other collective, because y'all are not the collective for me. I have standards, and I'm going to keep my standards, and my standards are always going to be high. If that's a problem for you, fuck you. So mote that be. I'm not trying to get in your clique. Why are y'all trying to roll up on me? And then you want to make me join your game? Bitch, that was the worst thing you should have ever done. Oh my gosh. I was just having fun. However, if I so choose, did it ever occur to you that I have been the only one, unlike all of these liars on YouTube, who said, I saw God in real life, and he, she, it, all of that. That Angie said, drop everything, right? Just drop it all. Do the timeline. Do the timeline when I pulled out, dropped my show, dropped everything, stopped messing with certain artists, stopped promoting everybody, and I just crashed out. Not crashed out like that. I crashed out. I pulled out everything, and I went solid, and I saw everything drop. P. Diddy started going to jail. All this shit started coming about all the actors and rappers and stuff like that. Will Smith ain't been the same yet. You ain't heard from Jada since she wrote that book on my husband's birthday. Willow up here done lost her damn mind because the little bitch don't know how to stay in her place. We won't even talk about little brother, little Jaden, who, no, he done lost all his friends because he just was confused from the very beginning, because you know what? As I keep telling you, the seed does not fall far from the tree, and that whole tree is the seeds. Don't blame me. It's math, and you wait, but Jesus is going to help. Okay. We'll see about that. Jesus might help if there was a J in reality. But Saturn's not. Maybe your YouTubers can help. How about that? We'll see. And then you got a little fool. Well, every thought is a thought. It's a thought and a thought. And everyone's a thought. Shut the fuck up, niggas. Nobody in the right mind will ever trust you. Why are you going to constantly listen to somebody that's always getting drunk and always smoking and always doing what you do? Is that a person that looks like that would be a leader of any organization? You know what? Real leaders don't do that. But hey, if you think that's a real leader and that works for you, then go with that. I applaud your path. That's your learning lesson. But this ain't that, and that ain't this, and that's it. That's all. So to those other bitches or that bitch who keeps saying, you're person, because well, you got to take it up with your spirit team. Bitch, I take it up with my spirit team every day, and my spirit team say, you are cray. As in Lecrae, and that too. Don't be lying on God. Don't be lying on God. And you know what? God won't tell the truth on you. Hello. Who might the messenger be? I guess on this day, it will be me. She just keeps spitting out that poetic justice. Yup. I do, because I rep for my team and my integrity. I rep for me. So anyway, maybe I'll see a deer. Maybe I need to be quiet because I'm looking at deer. You hear them playing in the air. They're always there. They're always there. They're always protecting her prize because she's outside by herself. There are a few people here. I've been busy out there. I just heard her door close. And by the way, thank you to my security team. I know sometimes you're inconspicuous and you think that I don't know. But I do know, and I thank you. That's the kind of stuff that makes RFK Jr. go, what the hell? Maybe I have more. The crow is saying, I have a little bit more integrity in what I say and what I do. I don't do it for fame or because of a name. It just is what I am. And maybe I'm a little bit more beneficial to the military than you. Just a little bit. Oh, here come some people. Of course it is. Anyway, I'm just going to chill. And but that's all I had to say. You guys are repping these people, but they're all going to pass away one day, and they will not be able to help you. So I would suggest you start learning to help yourself. But go ahead and do you. It's your lesson. But I'm good. I'm by myself. Anyway, as the crow is saying, time to sign off now. ValJones in my happy place, my magical place. We outside. Peace out.